Hi, it's raining. We've been waiting so long for this. Rainy days and Mondays always make me feel like planting a clover lawn. Yep, today me and Mondo are out here in the backyard and we're going to take care of some of this really not ideal looking grass that we have here. And we're going to use something that I highly recommend. This is white clover seed. We have Jonathan Green's for the best lawn in town. And that sounds good. This is a perennial legume, which you wouldn't think so much, but like a legume, you know, as beans and stuff. And that's makes it really important for our lawns today because it is nitrogen fixing. And that means that it is taking the nitrogen from the atmosphere and it's going to draw it into the ground, and then it's going to mix it with ammonia, or it's not going to mix it with, it's going to mix it with hydrogen and form a strong covalent bond and turn it into ammonia, which is known as a fertilizer for lawns. So when we put this very wonderful seed on the ground in our crappy looking lawn, you say all that brown, that is going to give us a greener lawn. It's going to be stronger turf so we can play around and do the things we love to do best. And it's going to help the actual grass that's there. It may remove some of the broadleaf weeds. I don't care. I don't not like weeds. I like weeds. If it's part of nature, I'm okay with it. But I am not okay with using chemical fertilizers, and this makes its own fertilizer. That's amazing. And it seems like my lawn looks just like a lawn would look like, where the dirt, not soil, is low in nitrogen. Nitrogen plants need, or low in fertilizer. Plants need nutrient-rich soil to grow and to thrive, just like we need nutrients. So that's gonna take care of, hopefully, we're going to check it out. We're going to see if it works. It's going to take care of this patchy looking soil here. And you have to have it wet. So we picked this rainy day today. Mondo's going to show. Let's see what it looks like, Mondo. I was out early this morning because, oh, there's one of my cats. I was out early this morning. See, it's, you can see the seeds when you put them on the ground, so that's helpful too. We're going to do a process called overseeding, where we're going to go right over on the bare spots. Mondo's going to do that. Grab a handful, Mondo, and start sprinkling, just like you were Johnny Appleseed, only you're going to be Mondo Clover seed, and you're going to be, you know, doing your stuff here. There we go. We're just going over. The rain is going, we're predicted to have 2 days of rain. So that's really good it's probably going to take 7 days or more to germinate, depending on the temperatures. It's still cool here. We had that incredible hot spell. But we're not looking to have a lot of rain this year. So far as I can tell, it looks like we might be up against a drought. So you know what's really great about clover lawns that are nitrogen fixing, making their own fertilizer and greener and prettier than all other lawns? It is also drought resistant. So baby, if we get this going and we have a drought, we're going to be pretty good to go. It isn't growing very tall because we have the white clover. Red clover, unfortunately, gets to be very mamma jamma huge. We don't want to plant that so much as a lawn because that would require a lot of mowing. This, we won't have to mow as much, which is going to mean that we won't have to use, you know, lots of energy with lawnmowers and stuff. Even though we don't use a gas-powered lawnmower. And you can use one of those push kind. They did in the back. We have one of those that doesn't take any power whatsoever, only your fat. That's the human energy. That's always good to use up. I know I've got that in abundance. So Mondo's seeding that, and we're not going to stop there. We do have this other part that we're not going to deal with today that's kind of bare, where the walnuts were. And that's going to require a little topsoil over it. But right now we're just kind of overseeding and Um, this is not harmful to clover is good. You know what clover is also good for? It's good to make a good tea and some snacks. Once we get those little flowers going, we're going to pick some and we're going to bake some up and see how they taste as little snacks. They make a good tea. And the most important, if science and nutrition isn't where you're at and having a great lawn, there's always magic. Clover, as you know, is supposed to be lucky, right? So we've got 3-leaf clovers that are known for being representing the divine Trinity, the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Also, Mother Maiden Crone in pagan belief systems. It is known 4-leaf clovers are supposed to be extra lucky. Get lots of things come in fours. We've got 4 directions. We got 4 seasons, north, south, north, east, south, west, winter, spring, summer, fall. We have, things that come in 3s and 4s are known to be lucky, and clover is supposed to encourage it. It's also say that clover keeps snakes away. Now that comes from its association with St. Patrick, who supposedly drove the snakes out of Ireland. I don't particularly like that because the snakes and they were saying he was trying to drive the pagans out of Ireland, which I'm not for that. Driving any type of people out of anywhere because, it takes all kinds to make the world go round. I feel that I hope he was just talking about snakes. I don't like snakes. They can go live someplace else, just not in my yard. But, I'm not against snakes entirely either. Just not. I'm scared of them. That's all. So anyhow, here we are. Doing our part of trying to fix our little part. Yeah, I heard somewhere also that I read it online, that somebody got cited by their homeowner association for having, simple as that. Yeah, you don't have to, if you're doing a new lawn, you're going to have to use a spreader. But your hands will do. There's nothing better than doing it yourself and putting your energy in there. Make some wishes, Mono. You're spreading good luck. You're spreading clovers. Make some wishes on what you hope the clover will bring to you. You can also put your clover in your left shoe, and it'll protect you. Put it over your heart if you want love. We tie it with a blue silk ribbon. Put it in your right shoe for, I don't know, finding love, or if somebody goes away from you, to draw them back to you. All sorts of fun lore and legends surrounding around the clover. But anyhow, I read online that somebody had their homeowners association cited them for having 30%, over 30% of clover in their lawn, and that was considered not attractive. Thank goodness I live in nobody cares land, because if I had a homeowners association, I swear to you, I'd be in prison right now. Can you imagine somebody telling you that you can't put something that is good for the environment, and I'm sure somebody's going to tell me why this isn't good for the environment, but in your lawn, because it's whatever, while other people are using these horrific, detrimental to humanity, to life on this planet, chemicals on their lawns, so it looks a certain way. Mine's gonna look great. I tell you what. Once this clover gets going, it's gonna look like we're in the Shire of. It's gonna look good to me. It might not look good to you, but we're gonna look like we're in the Shire, and we're a few hobbits here having a great time, and it's gonna be green, 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 and healthy, and the bees and the butterflies and everybody else is gonna love it, and we're gonna make some tea. And if you're thinking about putting in a lawn, I hope you would consider doing something like this. That's gonna be low maintenance. This is also called the lazy lawn. So along with, we're lazy as hell. Along with there's the cat. Along with slow gardening comes lazy lawns. So, consider that. Consider that something that you want to do. You want to participate in getting away from those turf lawns and trying something new, trying something better. Don't be afraid, because it's a trend that's going to catch on, because we have to catch up. we got to catch up. The climate, the environment needs us to do this. There's no turning back this clock, because we have done some bad things on Earth, and it's time for us to start fixing them. And we'll start nitrogen fixing them by pulling the nitrogen out of the air, putting it into the ground, and creating a natural form of fertilizer, so we can sit out here and enjoy some really great backyard time with a book and family and friends and you know, all that good stuff, barbecues, and we also play a mean badminton, competitive badminton back here, and we do a lot of you know, every now and then we'll break out, have some croquet and games like that are really get rough and rugged. And so we tear up the soil and we tear up the turf, and we're going to have the strongest turf in town, and beautiful too. And yet next, we're going to add some other things. You just stay tuned. If you haven't already, do us a favor, please. Subscribe to this channel so we're not buried under the avalanche. Oh, we'll still be buried, but maybe we'll come up a little notch. One subscriber at a time. Like the video, comment. Tell me how you think about what you think about clover as a lawn, and would you consider doing that, or making it partial, enhancing the lawn you have using white clover? I was looking into some micro clover. I may have purchased some. I may have some coming my way. I got that white clover at my local Agway, which I love with all my heart and soul. I like to go to our Agway, and I try not to be there every day. But, you know, this is the year that I'm going to be, seeds are my things. If it's seeds or bulbs or things like that, I can plant them. I'm going to try and stay away from full-grown plants. So I got lots of stuff growing on the inside. But I wish you a happy spring. I hope things are good in your part of the world. I know I'm in zone 5, so that is where we're still not near planting season. So you may live in a different zone where your planting season, you might be in 6 or 7 or 8 or 9, and it's well underway. So not where we are, but we're enjoying it, and we're trying to do our part to make it, you know, go and coincide with the environment, and make it enjoyable, sacred space with a little love and a little luck. We're going to get that this year, and I hope you do too. For now, you have a great day. We'll talk to you soon. My umbrella's in the way, but it looks like maybe the rain stopped for this moment. Until next time, you have a wonderful time. Live a simple life, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.